Hey guys, Tracy here, Kansas Garden Guy, Summer Pick Farms. How are you guys doing today? Beautiful day outside today. I've already got the yard completely mowed this morning. I started some microgreens today, and I'm thinking about doing some more flowers. So I had to get my potting mix, and all my potting mixes, as you guys can see from the intro video, is just a bag of Pro Mix and a little bit of perlite. I don't measure my perlite. I know what I want it to look like. I basically dump, I don't know, probably 5 or 6 big coffee containers full of it in here, and I just mix it in. As you can see, you got to get pretty deep into these containers. I use these big blue containers. One of them's got potting mix in it, which is this right here. And then the other one that I use is my container stepping up mix. It actually has the same Pro Mix in it. I also add a bag of container mix that's got a little bit of fertilizer and nitrogen in it to feed the plants, and then I add some more perlite to that. Just a little denser. It helps keep the plants, like this Cherokee Purple, it keeps the plants potted up. It keeps them surviving, gives a little bit of fertilizer for a month or 2 months until you can be able to get these in the ground. I've got tomatoes in the high tunnel, but before I can get these field tomatoes actually in the ground, we probably got another good month yet. So I've got to make sure these guys got a lot of food to keep these guys going to look this beautiful. But anyway, guys, I'm going to take you along and show you a couple things, and we'll see what we can get into. It's pretty empty here on the seed starting tray. Not a whole lot going on here. But I do have some sunflowers started, and I've got some mixed color daisies, and I've got some zinnias over here. As you can see, I've got 2 trays of sunflower microgreens, a couple trays of salad, a couple trays of broccoli, a couple trays of radish, and another tray of salad mix. So I just got those started today. So I've got to market, not this weekend, but the next weekend I'm going to try to set up. So I want to make sure I've got some microgreens on order, plus I got to make sure I take some microgreens with this to our market because we seem to sell a ton of them. As you can see, the peppers, guys, are looking great. They're looking beautiful. I haven't started hardening these guys off yet. Look at this Puma. It's amazing looking. I haven't started to harden these guys off yet because I'm still a good month before they need to go on the ground. So I'm just basically keeping them in here underneath these cheap lights to keep them going. There's a red Sabine Habanero. As you can see, the leaves look amazing on here. I love growing hot peppers. They're so beautiful. Even my sweet peppers that I've got going on, I mean, they're starting to put peppers on, as you can see. I'm thinking about having to pull those peppers off so they don't start producing already. But jalapenos, everything looks really good. But anyway, let's take a step outside and we'll see what's going on. As you can see, I set up one of my 10x10 pop tents, and it's got a screened-in mesh. These are one of them that I take to market. We've got a couple. This one's actually got a screened-in mesh. So what I've been doing with this is I've been hardening off my tomatoes the last 2 days. As you can see, I've got all my cherries. I think this whole row here is cherries. I've got some cherries down there, but I also have some herbs, oregano, and some red Reuben thyme. I've got some other tomatoes over here that I'm trying to harden off. So we're just doing it little by little. Like I said, I got a week and a half till market, so I'm just hardening some of them off. 3 or 4 days in there, off and on all day, drag them back inside, and then I put them in the high tunnel and I see if they survive. So 200 tomato plants, I think I've only lost like 6 or 7 by doing it this way. I know a lot of people drag it on for like a week period of 20 minutes this day, bring it back inside, 30 minutes this day, stuff. I understand, everybody's got a different thing. I'm throwing them to the wolves and I'm seeing what's happening. As you can see, I've got my bucket potatoes going. Some of them have popped up. I think I planted some of these a little too deep, so they're starting to pop up here and there. As you can see, there's one right there. If you can see, the sun's kind of in the way, but so let's go into the high tunnel. Check it out. There's my baby. See, I got the tomatoes in here. It's a little loud. I got my fan on, trying to circulate some air. But as you guys can see, the tomatoes are looking really good. I've got some miscellaneous herbs my wife bought. You know, it's one of those, I think I said in my last video, is no matter how many seeds you start, you know, we started over 2,000 seedlings this year, and she still goes to the nursery and buys seedlings. I think it's just one of those things. You get trapped up into it, and she saw some herbs. We were in Kansas City the other day running some errands, and we stopped by a nursery that I have never been to before. It's called the Grass Pad. It's in Olathe, It's an amazing place, guys. If you guys want good starts, I mean, they've got a heck of a deal on starts. They've got anything you want for your grass, everything there. But anyway, we bought some starts from them, and they look great. But, you know, I've got the tomatoes in the cups here. As you can see, I mean, these are a Grand Marshal tomato. They're more of a, they call it a semi-determinate tomato, so it's a little bit bigger than a determinate, but smaller than an indeterminate. So basically, I didn't even harden any of these tomatoes off. As you can see, I just take them, and I threw them under the bench for 2 or 3 days to let them sit, and then I just throw them out here on this black plastic, and they seem to be doing great. So, anyway, for me, it's been working. As you can see, the carrots are looking good. We're getting a little bit of size to them. They're not huge yet, by no means. As you can see, let me dig one out of here. I mean, this is a Danvers 126 carrot, which they call it like a Bugs Bunny style. It's got broad shoulders and it gets thin. They call it a Bugs Bunny carrot. You can see they're looking pretty good. They're another 2-3 weeks, I think. By the time I pull these out and put more tomatoes in, these carrots will be ready to go. So anyway, this carrot's going to go to the wash pack station, and I'm going to have that one for a snack. Like I said, I put these Grand Marshalls in the other day. Still got a row of carrots over there. That's some Haas Tool carrots. It's like some purple, a purple, yellow, and an orange carrot. But the lettuce is looking great. This is all I've got left. We've harvested all of that out for market already, and we've got some of this. So I'm going to harvest this for our next market next week. Hopefully, I can get it to slow down a little bit. I mean, look at the size of this. I mean, my hand is almost 7 inches. So you're looking probably 11, 12-inch head. I mean, look how beautiful that is. I'm not bragging, guys. I'm just super, super proud. This high tunnel from Bootstrap Farmer makes it amazing to grow food. It's changed the way we grow food here on our homestead. I would love to be able to get 2 or 3 more high tunnels, and they're going to be in the works. Got a plan coming, but got some more lettuce in there to finish it out. Like I said, these carrots look crazy great. And if you guys ask, I do fertilize. I do not use anything like any water-soluble fertilizers. All I use is AgriThrive general purpose fertilizer. It is OMRI certified, fully organic. It comes from the West Coast, I think Seattle or Oregon, one of those places. I'd have to double check. But it's basically just the remains of fish from the fishing industry, mixed with some other natural products, and it's a fish. I hate to say fish emulsion because it's really not a fish emulsion. Smells like molasses. My wife thinks it stinks, but I think it smells like molasses or cookies. And this stuff is amazing. I've been using it for almost 6-7 months now on everything from microgreens. I dilute it for the microgreens, and then I run it through my drip irrigation through my tank here to feed everything. And it's crazy how good this stuff looks. But as you can see, the carrots look. These carrots aren't coming along as far as the other ones. Those other ones, those Danvers 126, are some crazy killer carrots. Let's pull. As you can see, these are the purple carrots. And yeah, they're sown a little thick, but they're not coming along as far as the orange ones. But I said everything's looking great in here. The tomatoes look great. As you can see, I redid the door. I kind of closed it in, and I made this roll down piece of plastic. It's actually, I ordered screen, a fiberglass screen, so I could always keep this door closed to kind of keep the insects out, but still let airflow through. And then at night, I could just roll this down. I did have some Velcro that I had stapled to this, and then as you can see the staples. The Velcro didn't want to stick, so I used staples. It still didn't work very good, so I just took it off for now. But I plan on doing this other door kind of the same way. But I still have to finish the wiggle wire on the hip board here that I have the wiggle wire. I just have to have help on a day when we can pull this plastic off to put it on so I can put my roll-up sides together. But I said these are big beef. I think I've got some Roadster tomatoes, some Tehama lettuce, some more big beef, and I think this is, yeah, Cherokee Red. All of my lettuces I buy from Haas Tools. I love their lettuce mix. As you can see, this has got a little red in it. But there's that AgriThrive, guys, if you guys are interested in it. It's very, very good product. I highly recommend it. Very good product. Got the brandy wines, pink brandy wines in up pots. Selling those at market. That's got lacinato kale in it. Got some bok choy, some kohlrabi, and some top bush collards. But I've got, or top bunch collards. I got collards here in cups that I was going to sell, but I think I'm going to plant them. But we've got a lot of zinnias. Man, we got sunflowers for days. We got planted in here. And the goal was, let me throw these in the compost pile. The goal was we were going to have some flowers also to sell this year. We had some people ask us if we were going to do flowers also to sell. So, you know, it's just a natural transition to not get crazy with it. I don't want to step on nobody's toes or nothing. I'm just doing some flowers to take to market, maybe do some bouquets we can sell some, you know, maybe some bouquets at market. But the Haas Tools mix, the lettuce mix, you can see this stuff is taking off like crazy. Got these fiberglass hoops on because I've got some Agribond to cover this up, so when the insect damage starts coming on, I can get this covered up. I did get 3 rows of onions planted. I've got half a row of red onions, so I've got 35 feet of red onions and then 35 feet of white onions down there. And these things look pretty good. I've got to get them on a fertilizer treatment. So you can see I've got this area tarped off. This area from the last video, we still got tarped off. So I'm trying to get some of these weeds so I don't have to pick them. They can die off, and then I'll start planting these beds out. But first year growing onions from seed, and they've done great. So I've got a ton left over. See, the potatoes in the mineral buckets are looking really good. They're poking up, so, which is pretty cool. So let's walk up to the top of the garden. Like I said, I got it all mowed today. I mowed the yard, got everything mowed. So pretty excited about that because it's the first mowing of the year, which means you rip the Band-Aid off. So now I'm gonna have to mow every week now. But you know what? It is what it is, and it's that time of year. So we'll walk up here and I'll show you. We've got 4 plots this year up here. I'm not gonna do the big 40 by 90 plot this year. I didn't like the way the rain ran off that bed, so I'm not gonna do that plot. But last year, remember, this is the plot we had ochre in. So I got it amended, got it tilled up, and we've had it tarped now for a couple weeks. Some silage tarps. And we've got this area that we had the squash and zucchini in last year. Same dance, just different step. Same thing, amended and tarped. And we've got this area up here where we had our sweet corn last year. And same thing, got it all tarped up. But as you can see, I still got this mess here. I actually don't have, I have a big rototiller, big walk behind rototiller, but it's not powerful enough to chew this up. I'm gonna have to get somebody with a tractor, with a rototiller on the back of a tractor, if I can find somebody within local that's cheap enough. The problem is everybody wants like $200–300 to till a small garden here on with a tractor, and to me that's ridiculous. But I mean, maybe it's not. I don't know. I mean, I know those things are pretty pricey, but to do a plot like this, they want $300. To me, that sounds a little overpriced. But and then this is the garden, the raised bed garden we had last year where we ripped all the raised beds out. So I've got a plan for all of this. So look for that coming this summer. Hopefully I can get that achieved. But anyway, this is where we had the tomatoes last year in all these rows. So what we did was, since I already had drip here, I just put a new piece of irrigation pipe and a new filter on it and the ends. And we put Royal Burgundy beans in here, which are purple, like a purple bush bean. And then we also put jade. You can see there, we also put jade bush beans in here a week ago now. And so far, I walked this today when I was mowing, and we didn't have anything popped up yet. I don't know if it's too cold still or too hot. Seems like we had beans last year at this time. If you remember, we had all these rows here. We had beans in last year. So I wanted to do it over here, of course, for crop rotation. And also, I already had drip here, so I don't have to water these beans every day. I could just turn the drip irrigation on. But, guys, that's about all I got. Like I keep saying, unfortunately, this time of year, you know, everything is still potted. And there's just a few things in the ground, not a whole lot. So it's kind of a short garden tour. Hopefully here in another month, 2 months for sure, by June, we'll be able to have a full garden tour where you actually see everything in the ground and fruits and stuff like that. But until then, guys, to all my new subscribers, thank you for finding our channel. Thank you for following us on our journey. I so appreciate it. Thank you so very much. But anyway, guys, If you like this video, you know what to do. Make sure you hit that thumbs up. Make sure you share it with all your friends and family if they are interested in gardening or just talking, I guess. But anyway, guys, until next time, God bless. I'll see you later. Bye. Hey guys, I know you thought it was the end of the video, but guess what? It wasn't. As you can see, it's dark outside. I've got to water the microgreens and put everybody to sleep, so I thought I would end this video this way. If you guys remember, I told you my buddy Nick Burton from Bootstrap Farmer was coming up to do a vlog with us. Guess what? It happened. It was amazing. Please go to bootstrapfarmer.com. Check it out. It'll be under their Green Pill Weekly, and it will be Kansas Garden Guy, Tracy Lutz, or I am going to leave a link below for you guys to go check it out. Please leave a comment on what you think. I am super proud and stoked that we were chosen to have a vlog done with us. Plus, I got to meet a handful of great people that are going to be our new friends. If you guys get a chance and you are on Instagram, go check out Melissa. She's one of our friends in Kansas City. She is a flower farmer. Her Instagram handle is Fancy Flower Farmer. She does amazing landscaping, amazing flower farming, and her video is going to drop on Bootstrap Farmer here in the next couple weeks. It should. So, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you to all the new subscribers out there that have joined our journey this week. Once again, guys, God bless, and I'll talk to you next week. Bye.